What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan the Villain, and we're coming back at you once again with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Tuesday, week 1 of July 1997. You know what it's time for. It's time for some pre-recorded Sunday Night Heat. Like I said in previous episodes, we are going to start giving Sunday Night Heat its own exclusive storylines for members of the roster who doesn't get enough TV time. I'm going to try to bump up. I'm going to request after this episode of Sunday Night Heat, if we can get a longer TV time from MTV. Hopefully they agree to a longer TV time so we can start getting a little bit more going on Sunday Night Heat and make Sunday Night Heat pretty much its own little pre-developmental, if that makes any sense. Like developmental and then pre-main roster, and then main roster would be Monday Night Raw and Shotgun Saturday Night, with the main storylines going forward. Sunday Night Heat will pretty much have its own storylines for guys who are not really doing too much, or guys that I would love to see moved up the card and giving them some TV time and seeing how they do with some other talent here. But in an abysmal pre-show matchup, we're going to go ahead and start the show. In an abysmal pre-show matchup, Mike Awesome defeats Al Snow in 8-10 by pinfall with an awesome bomb. The match got a 48. Al Snow with a 41. Mike Awesome with a 49. Mouse Equality and Color gave the match a boost, and Mike Awesome benefited from having a hot new move. We are going to go ahead and start the show, and I believe the show starts with a promo, and I do a 95. Awesome stuff. We see Billy Gunn, and he's backstage, and he just arrived into the locker room, and all of a sudden Goldust just comes up behind him, and Billy Gunn goes to punch him. You know, he puts up his hand. Goldust, whoa, easy. And then China then comes up in the screen behind him, and he goes, Look, Billy boy, I don't want no trouble from you whatsoever at all. As a matter of fact, I came here to admire your assets up close, and I just want to say that I know last week that I may have came off on the wrong foot here, and you know, I may have startled you a little bit with the things I said, but trust me when I say I have nothing but good intentions in mind talking to you, because not only am I a fan of the assets that you possess, but so is China. I guess you can say that we're ass lovers, you being Mr. Ass, and we're a huge fan of yours, Billy Gunn. We're some ass lovers ourselves. Why, China even got t-shirts made up, and he pulls out this t-shirt, and it has a picture of Billy Gunn, you know, doing this little taunt that he used to do where he grabbed his butt and do the little shake and stuff, and it says ass lover. I'm an ass lover on the t-shirt, you know. And Billy Gunn's just standing there, and he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "What are you trying to say, Goldust?" And Goldust says, "Look, I just want to let you know that I am behind you 110%, and that I will be here to have your back at any given time, because I believe that if we put my skills and your skills and China's skills together, that we can probably be one of the most unstoppable forces to ever compete here in the World Wrestling Federation." Billy Gunn's just like, "Are you asking to be my tag team partner?" And Goldust is like, "Oh, no. I'm not asking. I'm just merely requesting that you give me the pleasure to be in the ring with somebody of your assets. Billy Gunn's just like, look, right? My partner's out for a while. I kind of want to do my own thing. I kind of want to do my own thing. And I'm not looking to team up with anybody anytime soon. And Goldust is like, well, hopefully I can, I respect your decision, but hopefully I can persuade you to change your mind. Maybe there's something that I can do for you to change your mind. And Goldust starts rubbing his chest and looking at China, and Billy Gunn's just like, oh, hold on there a second, buddy. He goes, look, I don't know which way you swing, or even if you swing at all. He's like, I'm not into that type of stuff. And quite honestly, I think I just kind of, like I said before, I just kind of want to do my own thing. And Goldust is like, okay, well, I see that you have a match tonight, and I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck in everything that you do, and just know that I'm an ass lover. Billy Gunn's like, okay, well, thank you. We move on to the opening contest, which I believe is a singles match. It is a tag team match. What do I know? What do I know? And the Pitbulls make their main roster debut when they defeat the Goblins, when Pitbull number 1 defeat Phineas O'Godwin with a super bomb, a double team move. Both men with a 44, Phineas O'Godwin with a 48, and Henry O'Godwin with a 47. Pitbulls debuted their badass gimmick. Pitbull number 1 got great. Pitbull number 2 got great, and Pitbull number 1 got poor. The Pitbulls have tag team specialists along with the Godwins. Announcing quality gave the match, lifted the match, and along with the color commentary, gave it a boost. The crowd was turned off. Having a match outside the pre-show between workers they don't have any interest in. Well, that's the whole point of Sunday Night Heat, is to try to get these guys some pop so y'all would be interested in it. The 3,327 fans at the Hart Recreation Center did not want to see this tag team matchup. But the Pitbulls pick up their first win on the main roster as main roster talents. As we know before, the Pitbulls were in the developmental, and we went ahead and called them up to the main roster. We are hurting in tag teams here lately. If one tag team partner passes a drug test, the other one fails it, or ends up getting hurt, like Edge. Edge is going to be out for a while. And so we got to find something for Christian to do in the meantime. And like breaking kayfabe here, I don't like to use wrestling lingo, but breaking kayfabe here, Road Dogg had to enter rehab, and he's going to be out for a while. So Billy Gunn is out without a partner. So we're going to see and try to make some tag teams along the way, and call up some tag teams from developmental to help fill out our tag team division, so you don't see the Road Warriors versus Bomb and Crush for the time being for the next couple of months, so we can have a mix-up of tag teams come in and change it up and stuff like that. With the breakup of the Steiners at the pay-per-view, we are definitely hurting in some tag teams. So we are going to be calling up some tag teams to make their debut on the main roster, and maybe we might see some more people debut here in the upcoming future. So keep hold of that. We might see some more talent being called up, and people debuting who's been on the main roster and who has been very well hidden to finally debut and show up. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's go get on to the next segment. Dylan, come on now. Like I was saying, it got great. He debuted his underdog gimmick, and it got great. We see Crash Holly. We see Bob Holly, and he's in the locker room, and you see this guy with a cap on. He's looking around. He's like, Bob, there you are, Bob. Bob Holly looks and he's like, what are you doing here? He goes, I was going to ask you the same thing. He's just like, aren't you supposed to be at home or doing what you're doing? What the hell are you doing here in the World Wrestling Federation? And Crash is like, look, all right, last time I talked to you, you were some race car driver being a race car driver. And now you're a professional wrestler. I can't even keep up with you. I tried to go to NASCAR and told him that Bob Holly was my cousin to try to get a job on your pit crew. And they said, you ain't even a NASCAR driver anymore. That you're working here in the World Wrestling Federation. So I made a few calls. I found you. I'm here. I'm ready to be. I'm ready for you to be my mentor and to help me make a big debut and impact in the World Wrestling Federation and become a huge megastar and become a champion just like you. And Bob Hollis is like, look, Crash, right? This business is tough, man. You don't want no part of this. And he goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, look. He goes, I got to buy rental cars. I got to buy my own hotels. You know, he's like, I barely make enough money to survive as is. And he's like, very rarely do I get put on TV and used. And he's like, yeah, I did qualify for the King of the Ring, but I got beat within the first round. It's like, this is tough business. You're not going to win every single match. You're going to get beat up. He's like, I'm tougher than you, Bob. He's like, that's why you ran off to be a race car driver anyway. And Bob's just like, look, man, all right. Yeah, the NASCAR thing didn't work out. I tried to go to Hollywood, tried to do that. That didn't work out. So I figured, why not become a professional wrestler, you know? He's like, yeah. It was hard getting a hold of you and everything. And Bob's like, look, I can pull a few strings for you, and I can get you a match tonight. And if you impress the higher-ups, I'm sure they'll offer you a contract here in the World Wrestling Federation. And Crash is like, all right, man. Yeah. I'm more than ready. Yeah, let's do this. And we go to commercial break, and we come back from that. In an abysmal match, Crash Holly defeats Mosh in 7:48 by pinfall with the Irish Karana. I guess that's a Hurricanrana. Mosh with a 34 and Crash Holly with a 42. And they have pretty good chemistry that lifted the match. That's awesome. Announcing and color commentary gave the match a boost, but the crowd did not want to see. They wanted to see some big guys. They don't want to see some lower card guys. They want to see some popular people here on Sunday Night Heat, which I don't blame them, but you know, we got to make stars somehow, ladies and gentlemen. Match got a 32. Crash Holly picking up a big win against Mosh. Oh, yes. He celebrates in the ring, and we go to commercial, and we come back. And it's Too Cool and Too Cooler, you know, they're sitting backstage, and they're just rapping and talking and everything like that. Grandmaster SEXAY's doing a freestyle, and after he gets done, Scotty Hotty's like, yeah, dog. Rikishi's like, just standing there, he's quiet, and all of a sudden, Jerry Lawler comes up. And Rikishi kind of steps up to him. As you know, they've been having problems since King of the Ring. Jerry the King Lawler is disappointed in Brian Christopher, or Grandmaster SEXAY, portraying a dancing, rapping fool. He said it's an embarrassment to the Lawler name that he's a prince, and he should hold up to that prince monarchy and hold himself up to a higher standard instead of lowering himself down to idiotic fools like Scotty Hotty and Rikishi. So Rikishi's kind of wary of Jerry Lawler, and he's like, look, I don't want no trouble, all right? I don't want no trouble whatsoever. He's like, I'm here to give you one final offering, son. He goes, I know that you got hurt in your match at King of the Ring. And I'm here to basically bury the hatchet. I love you, son, but I don't love what you're doing. So I'm going to ask you one more time to quit acting like a fool and start acting like a professional wrestler. Brian Chris was like, Dad, since I've been here in this business, you've told me what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And I never succeeded. I never got anywhere. Now that I'm here on the main roster, you trying to run my life and tell me what to do. And all that's done was get me hurt or messed up. I want to do my own thing. I got my own friends with Scotty and Keish. And I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So I don't understand why you keep trying to pressure me into doing what I don't want to do. And Jerry the King Lawler is just like, son, that was the wrong answer. He goes, so if you don't want to get right, I guess I got to beat you right. Grandmaster SEXAY is like, look, I'll face you anytime, anywhere. Just name the place. I ain't backing down. Jerry King Lawler is like, look, you got friends, so I'm going to go get me a friend. And next week, I want you to go one-on-one with my friend. And Grandmaster SEXAY is like, all right, yeah, whatever, yeah, it's on. Let's do it. Yeah, I ain't backing down. Yeah, let's do it. And Jerry Lawler is like, great. Because I'm sure that match is going to be awesome. The segment did awesome itself and got a 79. The storyline advanced and gained heat. Jerry Lawler improvised well, and color commentary announcing gave the match a boost. We move on to the next segment. So next week we are going to have a match between Grandmaster SEXAY and whoever Jerry the King Lawler is going to handpick one of his friends to face Grandmaster SEXAY. We're going to find out who that's going to be next week. And in our main event, in a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd because we finally put some people who were somewhat over, Billy Gunn defeats Mr. Perfect by pinfall after a gunslinger. I don't know why he's not using the Faymaster. I'm probably going to have to go in and change that. Match got a 66. Billy Gunn with a 53 and Mr. Perfect with a 69. He is foreshadowing a face turn during this segment. I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't flip him. I thought I had it to where he flipped. But we move on to the next segment. And after the match, Billy Gunn is celebrating. And Goldust, with his ass lovers t-shirt along with China, comes out to the ring and starts clapping for Billy Gunn and pointing at him and stuff. And you can definitely tell that Billy Gunn is very uncomfortable with this whole situation. With Goldust being a super fan that he is with his ass lovers t-shirt, and Billy Gunn is not too pleased or too happy about it. But we're gonna finish the show. This segment got an 88, not bad. Goldust doing good. The show got a 75. Pretty much Goldust and Jerry the King Lawler pretty much giving us the ratings to pull out that 75. The matches were okay. What I would expect, you know what I'm saying? But the Mike Awesome match could have been on the main show, which I was thinking about switching the Pitbulls and the Goblins and putting that on the pre-show and switching that around. But I like having tag matches on the main show. But we're going to go ahead and finish the show. Dutch over here. But thank you guys for watching. This has been Sunday Night Heat. I'm your boy, Dylan the Villain. Masawa turned heel last night. Killer Kowalski retires for the 100th time. Brian Christopher fully fit. That's why we didn't have the match this week. He got hurt. He is ready to go. We have some decisions there. Hopefully that. The UK Undertaker is back at 100%. Glad to see it. Our Undertaker is not at 100%. As we seen at the pay-per-view, he disappeared, and nobody knows where he went to or where he is at. He is gone, and nobody knows where he is. Let's see what they did. A 59. NWO Sting defeats Scotty Riggs and DDP. Yeah, okay, cool. They did pretty good. But I'm going to end this one here, guys. I got some decisions and to make, and I like to do that off screen in case it's a signing that I just picked up or anything. So anytime you see these, it could be signings. The people who are coming to the World Wrestling Federation, you never know. We're going to go ahead and save it, whatever it is. So I can't go back on it. But this has been Dylan the Villain, and thank y'all for watching, guys. If you are new to the channel and like what you are saying, the subscribe icon will be over the Underfaker right here. And if you like this episode and want to go back and watch Monday Night Raw or King of the Ring pay-per-view, the playlist will be right here, and you can go back and watch all those great episodes and everything like that. Guys, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for subscribing. For those of y'all subscribed, thank y'all for leaving a comment down below. For those of y'all do, this is Dylan the Villain, and like I always say, if you can't play with each other, do what I do and play with yourself. Later. This is what I was just talking about. This is what I was just talking about. This is what I was just talking about. If one person in the if one person in the tag team is doing good, we just called them up. Like, we just called them up on Monday Night Raw. The night after Monday Night Raw. First night in the company. And you failed a drug test for some softcore drugs. Which is marijuana. Most of the time, the first time, I give them a fine. And if they continue to do it, then I send them to rehab. So we're going to go ahead and find them. Nothing noteworthy of the incident, and there is some people that I wanted to sign up. But yeah, guys, I'll just go ahead and show y'all. We got Shannon Moore, who debuted not too long ago. Going to send him to developmental. Agama, Aguila, we're going to sign him up, send him to developmental, see how he's doing. And Ace Steel, I don't know for any of y'all who watch AEW, but those of y'all who do watch AEW, yeah, I'm going to pick up Ace Steel just because of what is going on in AEW. I thought it was kind of funny that he did all that. The whole CM Punk thing and everything like that. I don't want to get into the politics and the political thing with real life wrestling. I don't want people to know my opinions on that situation. But it's Wednesday in real life and Wednesday in the game, and it's the day after the All Out pay-per-view, and I believe they made the right decision by suspending everybody and stripping them of their titles. That was the right call, and the right thing to do moving forward. To take the titles off for everybody and just suspend everybody who was involved in that. That's just my opinion, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess this is going to be the new ending of the video. Like, subscribe. Subscribe icon will be right here. Playlist right here if you want to go back and watch previous episodes. And like I always say, guys, if you can't play with each other, then play with yourself. You know the whole deal. See you later, guys.